Good morning, what's going on? So it's been a while since I put up a video upload a video, but right now what I'm about to do is actually get some tires mounted on the interior because it's past due. And part of the reason why is I never got to do the alignment. I did suspension stuff to it, which is why I never did alignment. But after the suspension was done, I should have done an alignment, which I did not, and it killed my tires in 4 months. So I said time to load the car and start putting things in it. Alright, so on to getting the tires on. After this, most likely I'm going to get alignment. Before I didn't get alignment because I was working on suspension and I completely just boofed the alignment. So that's why I went through tires in 4 months. But I am running TOYO tires, Extensis HPs, 195 50/15s on this. For now, I like to get my R1Rs, but it's a little bit overkill for this right now since it's not turbocharged. The Civic is sitting on R888s. So right now we got my Integra with DR41s that I had sitting around. I actually had a set of gold ones that I put on this car first when I first got this. However, I did curb one of them to completely trash it, so I only have 3. So I got 3 gold, and then after I bought my Vorse SP1, maybe about a couple months after, this black ones came out, so there were only 3. So now I have a total of 6 of these wheels, 3 gold, 3 black. But I am planning on painting them black with the inner barrel gold, and I still gotta find more caps for that thing, but that's the plan. But for today, gotta get the Vorse back on this car. Fortunately, all I can do right now is just get the tires mounted. I can't really I can't afford right now the alignment portion of it till next paycheck. So I gotta wait till next paycheck, and I haven't been doing Uber Eats anymore. It's been probably about 6 months, I like to say, I haven't done Uber Eats, only because gas started going up. Besides gas going up, I had to pay last time I did my taxes because of Uber Eats. Apparently I was making way too much, but combined with my 6 to 8 job, 8 to 5 job, apparently I was making way too much up with Uber Eats, so I had to pay out of pocket. So it was kind of inconvenient. It wasn't really worth it at that point, especially when I do go through tires and some other stuff that happens along the road, which is why my skunk tubes also got blown. Well, part of it was dark, it was up north, and the map told me to keep going straight and make a right turn. Well, obviously I couldn't keep going straight since there was a ditch in front of me.
on an upcoming hill. So I managed to brake, nothing happened, nothing got damaged except for the two front coils got trashed. The seals got destroyed. So it leaked all the fluid out of the two front foliage of some coilovers, and it rode like crap afterwards. So I had to save up, and at the time I already bought these Skunk 2 the Pro STs, I believe, the newest ones they have with the adjustabilities and everything, dampeners. But I was not gonna take those away from the Civic, so I had to save up to buy a new set, the same suspension that I have for the Civic for this Integra as well. But I definitely gotta do an alignment after these tires, because buying tires every 4 months, it's not really cheap either. I mean, granted, these tires are not the best tires, whatever, right? I love my Toyos though. I remember back when I used to get the STs, I believe, or I forgot what they were, but they don't have them anymore. It's been a long time since I got those wheels too, those tires. So now it's this guy, so I like to get the R1Rs, but I gotta save up for that too. And like I said, it's kind of a bit overkill for something that is not turbo or supercharged. These wheels do plenty. I don't need something bigger or something stickier for the moment. This tire shop is down the street from my house, but there's only one way in, and that's going through the outside, so at least from where I'm at. Alright, so that's all done. It's gonna be a minute till they get to the car. So meanwhile, I'm just gonna walk my ass back home. Not much I can do. I have no one else at home right now, so I gotta go walk back. They'll let me know when it's ready. But while I'm at home, I gotta move my brother's Civic around, and I gotta move my Civic out of the way, since we're getting ready for my daughter's welcome home party, since we never got to do a baby shower for her. So no time to lose. I gotta keep moving, gotta keep doing things I gotta finish, and well, the deadline's tomorrow, so. But another car we taken care of. Another car we taken care of. Someone's going hi. But yeah, no. Right now I'm just walking back home, and everybody's staring at me as I'm talking to this camera, so, or phone basically. But yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Gotta walk back. And we are back. And that is my brother-in-law's car right there. Was my brother's hatchback, but he sold it to my brother-in-law. Well, Javier and I actually go back since high school, so we've been pretty close friends since high school, and he's dating my younger sister. Hey, what's going on? So, car's done, or tires got swapped and balanced already. So, time to head back and go pick up the Integra. Meanwhile, we're just walking back over there again. I gotta come back, put the wheels out, put the spares back in the backyard, and then after this, I gotta head out to Surprise to pick up my mother and my son. But yeah, catch you guys in a little bit. Start filming more as soon as I get there. the tires themselves, I spent about $380, almost close to $400, and then an additional $120 to get them mounted and balanced. So as I said, it's not cheap. So I really need to do an alignment on this. Other than that though, so I trying to hit the road back again. So, go to the house and drop off the set of tires. They're actually pretty worn out, if you ask me. So even my spares or other set of tires that I have, those drags, DR41s I believe they were, I need new tires for them. So in total I might need 6 tires just for this. But I still have to clean up the other wheels and get them all paint to match, so I don't have 3 gold ones and 3 black ones. But all said and done though, I gotta head back on the road. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, so these were the ones I had for spares, and these were the ones that I had in the front. But as you can see, they're completely bald already. I mean, still got some inner thread, but these are gone. As you can see, this one, I had already flipped them. This was already in the inside, so I flipped them. Now they're sitting on the outside. So, but it's got a plug there, and I believe it's got another plug somewhere around the sidewall, almost near the sidewall actually. It's not this one. Huh. It has to be this one then. There it is. This is pretty close to the sidewall and the belt itself, towards non-patchable, but as you can see, it's already cracking too. So these tires need to get replaced. The only good tire that I have on this, guys, is that one. That one's like brand new. But these are my spares. and I need to replace the tires on this, guys, since I'm gonna still keep using them. They have a little curb rash, but got this guy's used, and only 3. I guess the previous owner probably went through the same thing. I got an extra TOYO, however, I'm not so sure how well this is gonna work, since I got these dinged, or kind of like dinged right here, right there too, and over there, and the other side as well. And as you can see, kind of bubbles up, but they might still work. I'm not so sure. Didn't know how I felt about this one, so I contacted the company on Meters of Descent, and they were actually pretty great. They asked me for pictures, to send in pictures of the wheel itself, or the tire itself, how it came in the mail, or how UPS or FedEx dropped them off, and they sent me another one. They told me don't even worry about sending the old one back, we'll send you a new one, and I got the problem solved now. I just needed time to get the tires mounted, which I already did, but I'm on my way to Avondale to a surprise to pick up my mom and my son from my sister's house. Yes, I am planning on putting gauges on here too, of course. Wideband, boost pressure, oil pressure, and fuel pressure. Those are the 4 gauges I'm planning on putting on here for now. I got this, guys, with the turbo set that I picked up, but there's no wiring or sensors to them. And when I was looking online for the wiring and the sensors, it's just as much as buying a brand new set. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna use them. And this is an old AM air fuel ratio pressure that I had, AFR pressure, AFR sensor, gauge. I can't even talk anymore. AFR gauge that I had for the Civic, but I didn't have a sensor, or my sensor was bad and it said poo the whole time, P00. And needless to say, even after I got the sensor for it replaced, it kind of stopped working. It only said P00 on there. So I thought it was part of my sensor. So my friend Royce, aka Twitch, he let me borrow one of his gauge. I put it on the Civic and it ran with the sensor I had bought. So in other words, this gauge took a dump on me. So I just use it as a filler for right now, since I don't have actual gauges to put on here, and I don't feel like taking any more parts away from the Civic. But for now, these are just fillers, just for the moment, until I get the gauges installed, or buy the gauges and install them myself. But right now, honestly, my one of my biggest concern is getting the Civic up and running, so the Integra can take a small little break, since I've been driving this thing since I put it back together, and it needs a break. It needs piston ring replacement as well, since it's starting to smoke out a little bit of the exhaust.
en el cañar, a la rentales conectado. Y mi rete en Acapulco y Sateo lo sepulto. Y aquí no andamos haciendo bulto al chingazo. Yo resulto de una gloxona que va conmigo, siempre lista para un susto.